superhero. You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Second down, here's Gibson again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Powell throwing on 1st down here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. answer and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, right back to Gibson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones will try and run with it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
This one from 46 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Howell to throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10, Howell. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell, he completes this to Cole Turner. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Turner is there for another one. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. It's Howell with another throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Down inside the 10. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. Howell. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score.
pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On first down, Howell got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
so for the Giants.
The final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she brought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not so the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they know my worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My A-spoon going big.